Robbie Weeds here. No video in a while. Just got done finishing up my last round of applications. My late fall heavy nitrogen fertilizer, 2 pounds per nitrogen per thousand. But what I really like playing with is I refurbed this South Bend Heavy 10 lathe. I took it apart, re-greased it, did a lot of the felts, the oilers, a whole lot of stuff, cleaned it. Gears were in good shape. Half nuts were in good shape. Painted it. Probably going to retouch up the paint, but it moves really well. Has the taper attachment, 2¼ by 8 spindle thread. Really like it. I took a 3-phase motor out of it, put in a 1 horsepower 110/220. Right now I have it set up for 110, but that'll change soon. It is the older style heavy 10. Doesn't have graduated tail stock. Doesn't have a large dials. Doesn't have the quick clutch engagement, and it has the single tumbler. So it's not perfect, but I really like it. It cuts really well, really straight. Working on getting a couple more chucks because I have this really out of balance, out of true 3-jaw, but I'm working on getting a couple other chucks. Really happy with this. Really happy. Cuts really nice. This compared to my Atlas, just night and day. I got this for a steal. It was in really rough shape, but it cleaned up exceptionally well, in my opinion. For what I'm going to use it for, I couldn't ask for more. The cuts it can take is just insane compared to what I could before. I'm just so happy with it. And the Heavy 10 is a somewhat popular model. There are parts out for this. So just wanted to share that I saved this from the junkyard. It was going to be scrapped. So I did save some old iron from getting scrapped. So I do feel good about this. I know I didn't rehab it like a professional would have. They probably would have gone a little bit more in depth, but I do think, in my opinion, it's better than it going into the scrapyard. And if it does get in someone else's hands at another date, they could take it apart and do an even better job rehabbing it. So at least it's not melted down into scrap. So that's all, that's my opinion about it. So it's my Heavy 10. It's gonna be in my hands for a long time, I hope. Really happy with it. It's a very heavy duty lathe, in my opinion, and small enough that it can still move around. I had an opportunity to get a 16-inch, but it was just too big for the space I have. I couldn't move it around easy if I ended up having to move. So this is still big, but small enough that it is somewhat maneuverable. So it's my Heavy 10. Hope you guys like checking it out. Robbie Weeds out.